What's up, guys, and welcome back to the Massive Patch. In this episode, we are focusing on LFO filters, and basically, what we want to have is a performer. This is a sequencing episode, so if you feel like you're at beginner's level, um, you know, just download the patch and use it. For you other guys who's more experienced with Massive, know what I'm talking about. But anyway, I will guide you towards the patch itself. So here it is in a dubstep environment. So this is the sound that we are making today. Here you have it. And as we always do, go to File, open up New Sound, bring the oscillator number 1 down towards -12, click in oscillator number 2 and drag it to 24. There. And click in oscillator number 3 and go to -12. And for the sound itself, we want a electric, and bring the wavetable to 9 o'clock, intensity to 11, and keep everything else. For oscillator number 2, we want let's go with grow number 4, as in the patch, bring it to 9 o'clock, intensity down to 11, keep the amp. And for oscillator number 3, have a smooth square and bring it to 11 o'clock and keep everything else. Now for the filter number 1, we want a scream. Bring it to 12 o'clock for now. We're gonna modulate this later on, but bring it there at the moment. Bring up the scream just a little bit. And for filter number 2, we want a band reject, and bring the cutoff to around 10-11 there. And the mix between those filters should be around middle, more towards the mix number 2. And let's go to the effects. Use a reverb. Bring the dry/wet down towards 10. The macro control to number 3 and drag it all the way down. So now when you drag this all the way up, this effect will happen. It will go from this point to this point. You all know this by now. So if you want the wet sound, you have to have it all the way down, or vice versa. Don't use the effects and skip the equalizer. Now for the LFO filters, drag the LFO number 5 to each of the filters on the cutoff. On filter number 2, drag it up past there, should be good. And bring this down towards right there. Yeah, that should be good. Now let's go inside the LFO like we are, and over here you have what's called the LFO. Now we want a performer, so we click it in. Now you're gonna have this kind of a setup for the sound. Now, if we want to have mine, you know, I have it right there. This is the sound that you can hear in the patch. But you know, you can have all kinds of different styles on this. You can randomize it. If we click in, I don't know if you saw that, but you have this random over here. If we click this, you get to the randomized upper level. If we click it in, you can have, you know, it goes berserk. You can have all kinds of crazy sounds, and you know, randomize upper curves, just like that. Randomize lower levels, goes for that. Randomize all, you know, you get the idea. You can create, you know, crazy sounds with just randomizing. And when you try this out, when you try this randomizing effect, sometimes you can hit some, you know, shitty sounds that you don't like, but if you just play along and try it out, you can find some cool loops like I did. Really helpful for you guys who don't know how you can create them. But anyway, you have this load curve. Here you can decide how you want the patch to sound yourself. So if we click this in and click it over there, you have it on each and every one. If you want, you can drag this. If you hold in left mouse and drag it all the way up, now it will be, you know, a shitty sound, as you can tell. But this sound itself is really useful for dubstep. So if we, you know, do like this or something like that, it will be quite cool. So, you know, play around with this. This is really helpful. But anyway, for the patch itself that I'm using my LFO wobble. So when you have a patch that pattern, sorry, that you like, then you just click in save. And here then you have, please enter a name for the perf, and just go there, type in LFO wobble or whatever, and click in OK. Well, yeah. So let's go for the macro controls. Now what we want to do is take macro control number 2 and drag it over here, and drag it all the way up. Drag this all the way down as well, so you have full range of the cutoff. So when we drag number 2 all the way up, this will happen. The Scream LFO performer will continue alongside the cutoff. So when we have it all the way down, it will be like that. If it is in the middle, it will be like that. So, you know, it's quite nice. Oh, and by the way, you have to bring up the volume for the band reject. Otherwise you won't hear it and it won't be in the patch. Yeah, let's go to insert number 1 and use a hard clipper. This will be the distorted sound. So bring the dry/wet to around 2 o'clock and the drive to 9 o'clock. Yeah, that is it for you guys. That is the patch. Really simple to make. As I said earlier, when you use a performer like this, feel free to do some of your own patches, you know, patterns. Sorry, shit. And you know, try it out. Try out the randomizing. It's really helpful, and try to come up with your own ideas. And also, I would like to hear your own productions. You know, send a video clip or something like that to me, and I will, check your progress out. That would be really cool to hear some of my patches or something like that in your EDM or something. That would be quite cool. But anyway, thanks for me, you guys. Really appreciate you checking out my channel and my patches. I really enjoy making videos for you guys. So yeah, have a great